Traders, I'm going to run through last week's closed trades. It includes a trade from the week before this one here. Okay, so these are the trades that we actually closed last week, and we're transitioning from a swing trade strategy down to a intraday trading strategy. So last week was a transition period. And so what we'll do is run from the top of the list here, work our way through and recap trades that we took, see how they turned out. This one is the Aussie CAD taken 2 weeks ago, swing trade, and I did a video on this and uploaded it into VIP. So this was taken on a daily time frame, this green and red buy. Okay, and on that time frame what we were looking for was, this retracement here for a continuation. And what we've done with this transition to the lower time frame, at that point we compared the swing trades to how the trades would have turned out if we'd taken them on a 15-minute or even a 30-minute time frame, and we came to the conclusion that the trades on the lower time frame were going to be easier and would give us a better outcome. And the reason for that is we've been finding the markets have been aggressively reversing midweek. I've explained this in previous videos. Prior to that, I'd been trading 4-hour daily time frame, and normally what would happen would be the market would open. Let's say it's a bullish trend. It opens, we get a bit of a pullback, and then you get your bullish candle or bearish candle. You get your trend for the week, and into the end of the week it reaches the high and then pulls back. But this idea is out the window at the moment, because these have been aggressively reversing midweek frequently, and I've noticed this shift since the Bank of Japan raised their interest rates, and then we've had a lot of volatility. And anyway, market dynamics have been fairly precarious with this going on, and we're making the shift from intraday swing trade down to day intraday trading on the 15-30 minute time frame. And last week was our transitional period. This one was closed. I think stop loss got hit on that one eventually. Okay, that was the higher time frame trade that we took. So let's just have a look at the rest of these. The Aussie Swiss. Again, it's a transition. It'll take a week or so to readjust, but this one was closed at break even. I was looking for this pullback continuation, and nothing happened for way too long. And I mean, it wasn't really trading favorably, so this one was shut down. Aussie yen, and this will give you a bit of an idea of the strategy that I'm trading at the moment. This one was closed at the end of the week into resistance. All right, so we're looking for this green bar giving us a go ahead. We're looking for these green signals here, the candles I should say, moving from red candles to green candles. This was a breakout trade, and we shut it down into resistance at the end of the Friday. Late Friday I decided to shut down a whole basket of trades for the weekend. So Aussie dollar, this one here closed at the end of the New York session on Thursday, and I mean that was a good call. We gained a little bit out of that, and then it sort of reversed into the end of the week. I was considering the possibility that these could reverse as they have been. So while we were ahead, I decided to shut this one down. Bitcoin, this one was a trend continuation. We took this one earlier. That was a nice outcome, and re-entered here looking for trend continuation. But it would pay to take notice of this. I may not have had this indicator on the chart at the time. This is our higher time frame momentum. It tells us when the daily and the 4-hour meet a certain criteria, and the momentum was shifting there. So Bitcoin, I was looking for continuation. This has been really volatile. And what do we got here? This is Thursday. Okay, it decided to shift gears, and it rallied. This would have been a good signal here. This green dot on the back of this green indicator here. CAD Swiss. This one we moved our stop loss to break even, and it got closed at break even. Reopened this one. This was at the end of the week, and I decided to shut it down before I went to bed. So this one was closed near break even. CAD Yen. This one we opened up here. Stop loss was pulled to break even, and then it closed out at break even. We reopened on this breakout, and then of course look, it shifted gears. This is Tuesday. This is what's been happening. Alright, we've got Tuesday, and then we get the break of structure, or shift in the trend, then break of structure, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, so this one was taken out. Euro, Aussie. Okay, looking for trend continuation. I closed this one at break even at the end of the New York session. Nothing happened. It was range bound, and that wasn't a bad call. So closed at break even. This week, we're going to be looking for these early breakouts. We're going to try to catch some of these early on rather than midstream. Okay, so, we have been getting a little bit late in some of these trends. Yeah, this one, break even. Okay, so the Euro Swissy, this one's still running actually. We haven't closed this one yet. Going to let this one go and see how we go with it this week. Euro Kiwi. This one was taken out on my MT4. But if we have a look here, some of you might still be in this trade. Stop loss. Okay, so that's still running for some of you. My MT4 got taken out. Yeah, see the broker difference? I mean, it's only by a few pips. I think I've actually got this set up to add a few pips to the stop loss on TS Copier. You can copy my trades automatically actually with TS Copier. If you haven't joined VIP, we've got a 2-week trial. So yeah, jump on board and check it out for this next couple of weeks and see what's possible. So this one here, looking for continuation based on this indicator here and our green signal here. Looking for the pullback re-entry. Would have been a good idea to have pulled the stop loss to break even on that one. And the reason for that, this week I'm going to be looking for some of these opportunities where we get in early and we ride these through the week. The idea, and I mentioned this in last week's video, we jump into one of these trends at the beginning and let it run, pull your stop loss to break even fairly early on in the piece. So there's a stop loss at break even here, and look what we get. And you only need one of these a week. There's an 8.6R if we run with that and closed it, well, even up at this level here. You can see these dotted lines and this orange line. The orange line is a weekly high or low, so you can look for these opportunities, 9R possibly, 8R. These opportunities will be something that I'm looking for this week. Pound CAD. This one was closed at the end of the New York session into this resistance. I have been shutting these down when we trade into a big resistance like this, and you can see how, it was range bound for so long and then started to pull up into it. I wasn't sure whether this was going to be another reversal. Based on the fact that we were trading into this strong resistance level and it was at the end of the New York session, I thought the Asian session might, reverse on us. And I decided to shut it down, looking for a better entry point, but as it was, it kind of hung in there and continued on. Okay, the pound yen, this one we got caught out. Midweek again, see, this midweek thing that's been going on. This is Wednesday. It's not easy trading, guys, I can tell you now. The Bank of Japan raised their rates. The volatility has really thrown a spanner in the works, and I think that coupled with the US elections coming up and geopolitical events, but since the BOJ raised their rates, the markets have been really tough. So, it's just a matter of adjusting to the conditions, and we're doing that. The shift between the intraday swing trading into the lower time frames has been beneficial last week. Going back through these now, I'm looking at what could have been different, and I think possibly, moving stop losses to break even, letting them run, that's going to be the thing this week, and getting in early. So see this shift here. See how it shifted from red to green? All we need is a couple of these this week. We get in early on these. As this is starting to move into the green zone here, and pull the stop loss to break even early, and again, it's possible to catch some of these runs, like this for example, where it took off, and look at the outcome here. Okay, so I'm going to be focused on catching these reversals early during this week. Okay, so we'll see how that shapes up. Definitely. This one, we're late in the trend here. Now this has already had a fairly decent move, so we get in here, and it's a bit long in the tooth, and then we're getting this Wednesday reversal going on. So the pound yen, that was taken out unfortunately, so this could be an opportunity here potentially, so I'll be having a look at that. Monday's a little bit precarious, just have to be a little bit careful, because what can happen on Monday is, just have a look at this candle, daily candle. weekly candle. Right, it's early in the week. Okay, let's call this bullish. Early in the week it opens, and you generally get a bit of a pullback, a bit of a stop run before we see it trending. Okay, so on Monday we want to just be a little bit careful. See how this shapes up into the London Open today. Yeah, this is Sunday, and we're looking at New York time here. Sunday, this is the open here. This is New York midnight. So this is when the day starts. So what we need to look at is where price is at the New York opening time. Mark it up, midnight open price. It's not the New York session open, it's midnight. Okay, so that's New York midnight opening, possibly, depending on where that trades when it reaches this time here. If this is going to be bullish, here's the thing. We want to look for something like that. Let's just say, for the sake of this video, this is New York midnight. Okay, let's just say the market opens here. You want to expect that, so possibly it pulls back before you get that. That's the concept. So I'm going to be watching this between this time and the London Open. So this is just hypothetical at the moment. Okay, London Open. See what I'm getting at here? So there's your New York Open, the daily open, I should say. The trading day opens, and we get a bit of a pullback, right? That's this pullback. There it is. And with a bit of luck, into the New York session, we see it rotate and trade north. Right? So I'm going to be watching this. Pound yen. Okay, just have a quick run through these. Pound Kiwi. Stop loss was moved to break even on that one. This one here was quite nice. We closed that into the close of the New York session. That was a good call. And it pulled back, re-entered, looking for continuation. That was the move I was considering. Again, I moved the stop loss to break even fairly early. Once it started to move, pulled the stop loss up. I was glad I did that. That wasn't a bad call. It's a bit of a juggling act. Managing trades isn't easy, guys. Especially when you see the markets shifting gears like they have lately. Okay, you've got to adjust. Okay, Kiwi Swiss. This was a buy. Oh, this was closed at break even at the end of the New York session. Okay, looking for continuation. And again, this is midweek. Look what it's doing midweek. This has been fairly regular occurrence. I'm looking for that, and it ended up trading sideways. Okay, closed at break even. The other thing that I'm doing, guys, I'm sending a video into VIP every day. It's a daily mentorship video, and we go through the trades that we take, keeping a close eye on them all through the week. So I think that's definitely worthwhile. And again, there's a 2-week free trial. The link is just below here, so definitely click on that and give yourself an opportunity to work on your trading plan, your trading strategy through this coming 2 weeks. Take what's useful from the videos I'm uploading every day. This one closed at break even, so we gained a bit of traction with it, pulled back into the stop loss that I had moved to BE, break even. And I ended up re-entering this here, looking for another short. Closed this one into the end of the New York session. Good call. Okay, so we gained a little bit out of that. This one here, 0.66R. And then this one here was the re-entry on the pullback. I didn't like how it was trading, and I closed it at break even just prior to CPI data release. I think that was on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And of course, it shifted gears. Dollar CAD, look at this trend. This is what I'm talking about. Getting into one of these early. Okay, we're going to be looking for that. This was open 2 weeks ago, guys. This was one of my swing trades. I decided to close this one and secure 1R on that as it was trading into this. And I didn't reopen this after we broke through. Just let it go. And I'll tell you, the reason would have been this trend is fairly long in the tooth by the time we get through this resistance, and I just didn't trust that it would continue, especially after trading into that. So just let it go. I'm always going to be a little bit on edge into Wednesday, given that we've seen the markets reverse dramatically. So again, it's a real juggling act managing these trades at the moment. Just have to keep an eye on the charts, see how things are shaping up, see what news events are coming up, and if we work with tighter stops, and we're up 2 or 3R with these, we could consider maybe closing partial profits and then letting the rest run. Close 50%, stop loss to break even, and let the rest go. Okay, that could be the thing. I know a lot of guys don't like taking partial profits, but the way the markets have been behaving lately, it's probably not a bad idea. At least then you're in the money and you can let your trade run with a risk-free, stop loss, and see how it shapes up into the end of the week. Okay, so that's something that we could look at this week. A couple more. We've got the dollar yen. This one was closed into the end of the New York session. Again, another big resistance level you can see through here, all these dotted lines. So that wasn't a bad call. We secured 0.76R on that one. Last but not least was gold. This one was closed. Oh yeah, I remember sending this into VIP. I saw these equal lows down here and decided to shut it down slightly in profit, and that was a good call. And again, what do we got here? It is Wednesday. Amazing. Yeah, and I remember saying this imbalance here could be a target for a retrace. Obviously retraced into it and kept going. But yeah, okay. So guys, that's a wrap for last week's trade. And again, it's a transition between the previous week where we were intraday / swing trading. Last week we are moving into the lower time frames, more intraday. I mean, none of these have really been a day trade. Intraday as in, a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. More of the same this week, but I'm pretty confident we're going to find some better opportunities. Okay, I'm really going to be keeping an eye out for, as I mentioned, when these trends transition like this, get in early and yeah, we'll see how we go. So it'll be a combination. I mean, some of them will give us an opportunity midstream. We'll take them as well. But yeah, I'm really going to be looking for these where red shifts into green. And yeah, I mean, most of these are, well, all of these will be traded on 15-minute, 30-minute time frame. Tightest stops, basically. Again, if you haven't already, jump on board. There's a free trial, as I said. Have a look here. And you're going to gain copy-friendly signals, so you can automatically copy them with TS Copy. If you go up here, there's a video here on how to set that up, and scroll down and there's the settings. You can copy into TS Copier, so everything's there for you. It's a full 2 weeks, great opportunity. Not only do you get the signals, you gain access to daily mentorship videos that I'm uploading into VIP. You've got 2 options down here. One is PayPal, either the yellow or this link here. Now you're not charged when you kick this off. You don't get billed at all. Okay, billing kicks in 14 days, and you have the option to stay with it. If you decide that it's not for you, you can opt out at any time. Just log into PayPal and you can do that there. And this is the other option here. This is Square, and again you get full control of the subscription, and you're not billed. Okay, billing commences after 14 days, and it's only $29.95 after that. When you join, please come back and fill in this form here. I just need your name and email and your Tradingview username, because after the 14 days you gain access to the indicators. And the other thing you can do is to DM me in Telegram. Let me know your name, your email, and that way I can make sure that you gain access quickly. So there's my Telegram user ID here. So with that, guys, hope you have a great day. Safe trading. I look forward to seeing you in VIP.